morning, ladies and gentlemen. Well, mainly gentlemen. I think 98% of you will be blokes. I am somewhere up a mountain in Spain. Seb Delaney's having a wee over there. And we have two 570s Spiders. We have Mr. JWW in the dark blue one, and we have Mr. Paul Wallace in the light blue one. Myself and Paul are in the light blue one, as I'm sure you've probably seen across my social media already, and his, and blah, blah, blah. We are driving around today. We are hooning about. Today, I'm gonna go through the details of the car. We're gonna go for a little spin, give it some beans, give the car some sticks, see what it's like, what they've done with the 570 Spider over and above the 570, and see the differences between the two. And also, I'm going to do a Q&A because I posted a picture on my Instagram not long ago, and you guys and girls have been posting your questions, which I'll be replying to. And Mr. Paul Wallace will be the quiz master. He doesn't know it yet. Paul, mate, you're the quiz master in this. He can't hear me because of the exhaust. But so far, ooh, what's going on? A motorbike. Goodness me. And we have a security car there for some reason. Don't know why. But anyway, come along. And let's see if one of us has a crash. Ahoy, hoy, sir.
How's it going, man?
Hello, hello. You probably can't be heard because it's just an iPhone and the mic's rubbish.
Well,
hello,
what do you reckon so far?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Pretty awesome?
Yes, good.
This blue good?
This blue is good.
I'm a fan of this.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is slightly more my vibe. It's the blue and the tan.
Vega blue.
Vega blue. I'm enjoying these new wheels as well on the Spider.
You've got a really nice like dish to them, you know?
Dishy vibes. Oh yeah, there is a nice dish actually. Yeah. Alright, sweet. Should we go for a drive?
Let's go. Let's go to the most amazing road here for us.
Drive.
Let's go for a drive.
Should we go for a drive? He's either going to shoot us or... Oh no, he's fine. He's fine. He just wants a picture. God.
Shoot
right,
us.
let's go for a drive. I think they might like revs. So we have stopped off for lunch with the 570s Spider. Hello Paul. Hello mate. Looking forward to lunch? Yep, good, excellent. Lovely little villa. We have that there. Lots of other people, some familiar faces, blah blah blah. But a little bit of chat about the car because I haven't really done anything about it yet. So this is obviously the 570s Spider. It is in a colour called Curacao blue, I am led to believe. I don't know if someone's pulling my leg there. Apparently this is the same name as a liqueur that's blue. I'm an ignorant pig and I've got no idea whether that's actually liqueur or not. Let me know in the comments if I've said it right or wrong. But this is a very, very nice colour. I've not actually seen any of these in this colour before. As with the 570 Coupe, this is a twin turbo V8 engine. It is a 3.8 litre. And it is 562 brake horsepower or 570 PS, hence the 570, very, very clever. But what's interesting about this car is that McLaren have managed to only gain 46 kilograms of weight by adding the Spider kind of functionality to it. Whereas I think the Audi R8 V10, by comparison, adds roughly 200 kilos. So what McLaren have managed to do here is absolutely amazing. And having driven it around all morning, there is absolutely no sense that you're in anything other than a coupe, apart from the roof missing, obviously, and they are being very, very noisy now. But I think with the roof off, it adds another element to this car, because a lot of people complain about McLarens, about the kind of lack of soul and noise and, you know, visceral experience. But going through the tunnels and charging around on Spanish roads today, this thing cracks, it bangs, it shrieks. It sounds absolutely amazing. I would urge you to get out in one of these and test drive it ASAP. and I think there's only about a 10%, I say only, there's only about a 10% uplift in price for the Spider over and above the coupe. So if you are looking to order one of these, I would get in the pot with the Spider. That would be my personal preference. Retail price without options, this thing is, I think 165k, which may seem quite a lot, but that is slap bang in second-hand Hurricane money, which to me, for this kind of interior, British design and road presence, and to be honest with you, pace, is actually a bargain. Oh, they're off, see you later. We're heading back to the airport very, very shortly. Get some food first. But yeah, so this is 165k without options, which I think is cool. And look at the doors. It's worth it for that alone, surely. Everything inside is very well put together. I mean, it's exactly what you've seen in the 570 coupe before. The Bowers & Wilkins Hi-Fi, I must say, has actually been very, very impressive. And all in all, very impressed with this car as a complete package. Go and check one out if you want one. Okay, we are live, we are live. Please do not say f or p***er. Okay. Okay, it is Q&A time. You guys have been on my Instagram, which is on the screen now. Go and follow me, make sure you do, blah, blah, blah. You guys have been commenting with your questions all morning whilst we've been out in the 570s, and we are literally just on our way to the airport now. And Paul, Quizmaster here.
Turn left.
Sound's going to be kind of annoying, isn't it? We kind of need it.
Yeah, we need the voice to
Yeah.
direct us.
Oh, we got the little screen as well.
I think we keep her on, and she can become
Turn left.
a great part of the Q&A.
Indeed, indeed. Okay, professional as always. Right, okay. So Paul has got my phone, or he's got his phone. He's on my Instagram. He's now in the comments. He's reading through the questions that you guys have been asking myself and Mr. Wallace. So, yeah, let's get going.
Let's take it away.
Let's see how personal this gets.
Turn left at the roundabout, taking the third exit onto C26.
Okay,
Then enter the roundabout.
Okay, so the sat-nav's been interrupting, and also we both were interrupted rudely by a 570 Spider going past.
Turn left at the roundabout, taking the third exit.
And what I was going to say was we were interrupted by a 570 Spider going past with young Seb Delaney's bottom, bare bottom, protruding from the passenger side window.
Yeah.
To which we both got a lovely view of his balls as well, which is nice. Really nice. Thank you, Seb, if you're watching for that, mate. Lovely. Just what I wanted on an afternoon cruise. So should we start the Q&A?
Let's start the Q&A. What a great place to start. And I think let's just start with this car.
Yes.
Maximilian Cosgrave has asked, what is the best part of this car for you?
The best part of this car is the fact you can take the roof off.
It is, and it's literally, it sounds as simple as that, because the roof comes off and it is exactly the same as the coupe, but that is so much harder than it sounds for a manufacturer to do, and McLaren have done it. That's the coolest thing.
It is pretty cool. Anyway, onwards. Let's rattle through these.
Gibbo365, what does your day job involve apart from throwing stuff in the bin and missing? I added the missing bit.
That's pretty much it, to be fair. I do some sitting at a computer. I do pretend to make phone calls every now and again. I'll click the mouse as well, and you know the little keyboard thing with the buttons on it. I will prod at those as well occasionally.
One-handed though. Only
Yeah,
one-handed.
yeah, one-handed typing at all times. That is productivity key. No, my day job's not very interesting, and I do kind of skirt around the issue.
You work in the city?
I work in the city. I work for a bank.
300 meters, bear right onto C26.
Yeah, and I work on a trading floor, and that's it. I don't really go into depth because I try and keep YouTube and my job separate, and my job is painfully boring.
C26. Arrive at your stop on the left.
Okay.
Next question. Anton.hc, do you think any modern hypercars will have manual transmissions for emotion, or will they all just be dual clutch for lap times?
I don't think personally
Stop on the left.
it's worth putting a manual gearbox in a hypercar. As it is the new 991.2 GT3, I don't think there's much point having a manual gearbox in that car. Cars now are so fast, first, second and pretty much third gear. The gear changes would just be too quick, there's just no point.
The cars are too fast now.
Yeah.
Like even Chris Harris driving the F12 TDF, he said that car cannot have a manual transmission in. So hypercars,
Nope.
too fast. You get emotion from other areas than a gearbox now.
Yep.
And I think that's the only way that you can combat the lack of emotion from 3 pedals and your manual stick. Ewan Bartley has asked, what's your favourite hobby other than cars, gym and YouTube?
Shagging? No. Cars, gym, and what? Like buying watches? I like that. That's like an interest of mine. I don't know. That's a hobby.
Yeah, it can be. It's a hobby.
Yeah, it's a hobby.
Yeah.
And trainers. I like trainers as well. I'm pretty simple, basically.
O Morris 120 has asked Oreo or squashies.
Oreos, just because they were there for me first.
Yeah, because I would say squashies.
Everyone knows, do you know what? I put squashies up on my Snapchat story the other day and it almost broke my Snapchat. The love for squashies out there is mental. Bless up squashies.
Supercar_Tom, are there any cars you regret selling, buying or not buying?
I regret, back when I used to have a blue BMW M3, I was looking at either that or an SLS. Financing an SLS or leasing a BMW M3. The SLS was about 90k, and I chose to lease a BMW M3. Yeah. So that's a big regret that I didn't buy. A big regret, and to be honest, I still lose sleep over it.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing.
Hindsight is a wonderful thing. And the car I regret selling is the F12 because I bang on about it non-stop. Really regret that.
I think if I was to answer the question, my car buying and selling history really hasn't been that extensive. The one thing that is sad, I suppose, in my car history is the fact that my first car has been written off.
Really?
Yeah, my Astra, which is sad. The R8 always has a place in my heart as being like my first supercar, which obviously now is a sports car. 420 brake horsepower is like nothing these days. They call this a sports car, it's got 570 brake horsepower. So, yeah. Flynn_Jackson. We're going for an overtake.
Nose sniffers up, right?
Flynn Jackson.
Yes.
What are some of the red flags when buying a used car? I think the one biggest one is if the car is a relatively old car, but it's got low miles.
Yes. Look, we're going too quick now.
Yeah, slow down, please.
So yeah, the car has got really low mileage, indicated mileage, but all the leather's worn. I mean, this is kind of basic stuff, but if it looks excessively worn, that could be a red flag about the mileage. Get a lot of supercars, especially, get them checked out by main dealers, because main dealers often have software that can check gearbox mileage and engine mileage, an odometer, and make sure they all tie together, because it's very easy to wind a clock back and alter a computer that says the mileage, but mileage is actually recorded in a number of different places by supercars especially. I'm not sure how that translates to slightly more reasonable vehicles, but
I think that is by far red flag. Always try and go to a reputable dealer as well, and do your research on the dealer. Oh, here we go.
Oh my god. Oncoming traffic.
Oncoming traffic.
Nissan Qashqai.
Yeah.
We nearly had a Nissan Qashqai coming through the screen just now.
I'm still holding on.
Christ.
William Matteason, how often do you get pulled over for no front plate?
I have, solely for my front plate, never been pulled over.
It's not bad. I've been pulled over for having a sticker small plate on my BMW M3.
Really?
Yeah. And it was only because the police said that it couldn't be read by AMPRs if it got stolen. And I kind of thought, well, if it's stolen, they're probably going to change the plate anyway.
Yep.
So same with trackers. Like, it's the first thing that people do when they steal that car.
Yep.
Is remove the tracker. So
Well, how do they find it?
most thieves are experienced.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
don't pick a Ferrari as your first car to steal.
That's true. That's very true.
Bolan JS. One thing you hate about each other's cars.
Which one? I hate them both.
Talk about the Hurricane, because I know you've only got kind words to say about an LP 580-2.
I wouldn't have picked the colour. I like the colour, but I wouldn't have picked it. Hate's a strong word.
But you hate Arancio Borellis.
For the purposes of this question, I hate it. Mate, I'm sorry, I hate it.
The one thing that I hate about your Porsche GT3 RS
Oh, say what you want about that, mate. I don't care.
is the roll cage in a road car.
That's a bit
But
tight.
actually, having said that, it's actually quite sensible for you to have a roll cage in any of your cars.
It is.
Because you roll them all.
Don't tempt fate. We
Yeah.
are on the edge here.
Yeah, I can feel that. John T. Goddard, next watch.
Next watch is going to be, I hope, a Richard Mille, don't know how you say it, but I really, really want one. I know a lot of kind of watch connoisseurs out there might actually be hating me right now, but there's something about them that I really, really want. So yeah,
So you've got a Richard Mille itch.
I do, and it needs scratching. Unfortunately, I don't have any money, and they're not cheap.
There's been a lot of questions surrounding this topic. Some of them comparing both of our assets. This is about your beard. What is the key to maintaining a TGE beard from Tom Lucas? And amongst all of the other comments that are, Paul needs tips on how to grow a beard.
Just stay focused with it, you know, because you're going to get to a stage where you grow stubble, and that's fine, and then you get to a stage beyond stubble where it's not stubble and it's not a beard, and everyone's wondering whether you're okay, and it looks like things are going down the pan for you. You need to stay strong and keep growing it past that point. There'll probably be a couple of weeks where it looks awful, worse than this, but grow it past that and shape it as it. That's what we should be doing. We should be overtaking on blind corners. That's where we're going wrong. That is unbelievably dangerous.
There's a sign right there that says no overtaking.
Yikes.
And he's gone past 4 cars to do that.
Seat Alhambra, was that not?
Yep. Solid.
So yeah, there's some beard advice.
Beard advice.
Get it shaped as you grow it. Don't just expect to leave it growing and it to start looking like a beard. You need to cultivate it. You need to work with it. Don't fight it. Grow to love with the beard.
My beard doesn't even join up. It just sort of grows in patches.
Oh, if you let it grow long enough, all the hair's like meat.
Prepare to enter the roundabout.
Sulky 98. What did you both get in your GCSEs, and what did you pursue after that? How did you do in your GCSEs?
I got 2 B's and 7 A's.
Really?
Yeah. It's alright.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah?
Yeah. I got 2 A's, 4 B's, and 4 C's, I think.
It's pretty solid though, to be fair.
Yeah. And then what did you pursue after that?
300 meters.
So after my GCSEs, I did A levels, I did biology, I did French, not that you know it, and English lit and economics. Did I say that already?
No.
So I did 4, and then I dropped French after AS level, but that's pointless detail, and I don't know why I'm telling you that. But then I went to university, I did law, and then I went to law school, completed law school, and then I came out and realised I didn't want to do law anymore. So I'd had enough of it. And there's easier money to be had in a bank. Arguably.
Dawson Art. Question for Paul. Which of the cars TGE has on order are you most jealous about? I've driven all of the cars that you've got on order.
And I haven't.
In 300 meters.
Cheers, mate.
Out of all of them, and this may come as a bit of a shock
You have
because
reached your stop.
the 720S is obviously,
You don't have to be kind about
as
it.
a statistic car, wipes the floor with anything else in its price bracket. The 812 TDF is a naturally aspirated
812 TDF.
812.
I wish I had one of those ordered. It doesn't even exist yet.
No.
Flipperoonie.
That naturally aspirated V12 is a singing machine and is an incredibly awesome driving car. But for me, it's the Aventador S, and that's just because I'm a little bit of a fanboy for Lamborghini, and I don't really know why, but it's the one that pulls my heartstrings.
That's fair enough. I think I'm buzzing about all of them.
For different reasons.
But for totally different reasons, and the excitement for all of them is kind of all for different reasons. They're all totally different though, because the 720 spec like a GT / hypercar. The Aventador S is just an Aventador, and that's a box that needs ticking as far as I'm concerned. It's supercar kind of ownership. Hurricane Performante is an out-and-out track car.
I completely forgot about that.
Didn't we all, mate? Didn't we all? I'm specking it tomorrow. I've got to lock down the spec, otherwise I'm going to lose it.
Can we just say that the list of cars that you have got on order is totally ridiculous? And today we have filmed a video which is sort of me discussing the future and the next chapter in my Supercars of London journey, which involves property.
Yep.
You've done that, and now look at the cars that you've got on order. So hopefully that is giving an idea of if I work hard and buy the right property, and continue following my dreams, that I will have a ridiculous list of cars in order. Just
and
like
you two, like me, can be bankrupt and lose sleep every single night over your financial crisis.
That's the way we all want to live.
And the bank, they can just come and take your house. You make it easy for them, rather than coming and taking your mum.
Yeah, I've got my mum tied up. Ollie Livingston.
Hello, Ollie.
What's your favourite version, Yeezy and colourway, or favourite trainer overall?
My favourite was the Yeezy Zebras that came out, simply because they only released a few pairs of them, and having a pair really annoyed people. So that was my favourite. But now in terms of wearability, I like the all white ones, even though they get trashed every time I wear them. And obviously Pirate Black V1s as well. They're my favourites.
So Yeezys are your favourite trainer altogether?
Yeah, simply because they just annoy people so much.
I think I've only recently started getting into trainers, so my collection is nowhere near as vast as yours. But I'm a big fan of the comfort levels of Ultra Boost Uncaged.
Adidas are nailing it. Adidas have just won. There's some trainers they're going to be releasing, I think, next year. I think they're called Derupts, maybe, when we heard this first. I've seen some spy shots of them and they look sick. They're like MNDs, but next level.
Wow.
Adidas have killed it again, basically. They've won again.
Awesome.
But anyway, I don't know if I meant to have said that, actually. Ho-hum.
That is it.
I think there was a few more questions, but a lot of them were quite unpleasant.
Loads of questions. There was loads of questions that are like dream garage and what would you do if you had this amount of money, but you've got to try and keep it as diverse as possible. So watch questions, trade questions.
More lifestyle vibes. I mean, to be honest with you, the garage question, I'm pretty much living it. Sort of. But yeah, any amount of money in the world, I'd probably go and buy a Zonda.
Yeah.
Just cause.
Yeah.
And that's really it. Anyway, I think that's probably it. You happy with that?
Yeah. Bang on.
Do get in the pot in the comments as well. I do troll in the comments, so I will get in there and I will get you. So ask away, and if there's a reoccurring theme of questions, I will make a video on it. I respond to what you guys want to see. Oh my god, we're about to have a head-on crash, genuinely. What are you doing, you dick?
It's literally like a 25-year-old Renault.
Savannah, I believe. I'm up on my 80s Renault Saloons, mate. Yeah. Renault Savannah, my dad used to have one. Bloody good. Anyway, we've digressed. Okay, so that is it. We've finished the Q&A. We have dropped the 570s Spider back at the airport, and Tim over there has dropped his off as well. Paul, have you any words to sign out with?
Perfect spec. Baby blue and white seats.
Perfect spec, there we go. Is that how you're going to be specking yours? Or have I just leaked a secret?
I'm not ordering one.
I am joking, please don't go mental. He has not ordered one of these. But I think he might do. You might do, mightn't you, mate? No, I'm joking. I'm not going to start the rumour mill going. He is not ordering one of these, although it wouldn't be a bad idea because it is a very nice car. But anyway, from myself, TGE, Mr. Wallace, and Barcelona El Prat Airport, aptly named, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe, blah, 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 thumbs up, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!